Hi folks, Dr. Dave here. Today I want to show, my face is going to be out of the screen, but I want to show the variations in xiphoid processes or diaphragms, okay? So he's a wide guy, right? I'm wide shouldered, but he's wide shouldered as well as wide chest. Now, if we follow his ribs in to look for his xiphoid process, we come right here. Here's where his two ribs come in to meet his sternum, okay? You'll see my fingers are like a hand width apart here, right? They're very wide, right? Normally, for my xiphoid process, my ribs come in, boom, right to the point. They both come in right at a point, and my xiphoid process is this small. His ribs come in here to here, and look at how wide this is, right? So his xiphoid's right in the middle. So his hiatal hernia, or where his stomach is going to line up with the diaphragm, is going to be right in the center. So his rib comes up to here and here. He's got a very wide sternum. His xiphoid's right in the middle, and you could feel it stick out a little bit. It's a little bumpier there, right? So that's his xiphoid. So his stomach is anywhere from right here in the center to just slightly to the left. Now again, my xiphoid comes right to a point. When I put the Reflux Shield self-help device in, it goes in at an angle, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So when putting in the device, he's got a flat xiphoid process, right? So we're going to go in here. Here's the xiphoid process, and we want to start side of the Reflux Shield right in the center, and then the rest of the Reflux Shield is just going to go to the left of the xiphoid process, and that's where we're going to start using this tool. Again, here we come together. There's his xiphoid process right in the center of that wide sternum that he has, and we're going to start this device right here. Hope that helps you understand that everybody has different size diaphragms, different shapes, different angles, whereas my ribs come together right to his diaphragm. So my ribs are like this, right? And when you have to get this underneath, you can't go flat. See how my Reflux Shield is flat here, whereas with with angles of the ribs like I have, like most people have, you have to come in at an angle. So when you're sliding this down, you want to straighten out a little bit, just like that, when you're using the tool. This young lady here, she has a rib angle very similar to mine and most of you. Okay, most of you are not going to be guys with barrel chests and really wide. A lot of people have ribs that come up at an angle, and right there is the xiphoid process. So you can see I'm going to outline her ribs with my fingers. See how they're at an angle? Almost looks like a teepee. If you look at the outline of my fingers here, you'll see that. And we've had some who have a really wide xiphoid process and it's flat. So the ribs come up and then the xiphoid is here and it's wide. It could be 2-3 inches if you're a wide-bodied person, okay? So it really depends on the body type, but hers is typical. You see my fingers coming together at a point right here, so we follow the ribs right up and they meet right here in the center. That is where your xiphoid process is. So I'm going to show you in slow motion with one hand so the hand isn't in the way. So we go like this, we start at an angle, go from park to neutral to drive to first, and then it starts sliding down. Now look right now, see how it's twisted? It's sort of at an angle that way, you know? We're going to just twist the ball handle just slightly as we push down, and that straightens this and levels out this applicator. Again, this is only for people that have ribs that are at a sharp angle and the xiphoid process comes to a point right here. If you have ribs that come up out here and then your xiphoid process is long or wide, I should say, then you just start in the middle and you start in this horizontal position and slide down. There's nothing you need to do as far as twisting. If you have the steep rib angles like this and you have a xiphoid process right in the middle, but you could feel, see, I could feel her left ribs just here, and then I could push to the right and I could feel her right rib there. There's barely enough space for me to put my fingertip in. If you're one of those people, again, you're going to go under that rib to the left, just slightly to the left of the xiphoid process, and you start at an angle with the ball facing towards your knees. You go to neutral, maintaining that pressure, neutral, then again, drive and first. And now as I'm doing that, see, I'm turning, I'm twisting this device just to get more of a surface area, because this is going to be a wider surface area than doing it at an angle like this, right? So we've just doubled the surface area to correct the hiatal hernia. And again, you always want to start with this ball facing the knees at an angle here. So I've got it at a 45-degree angle from her belly button, okay? So this ball is right over the belly button, again at a 45-degree angle. And then when you're ready, after you've got that pressure, enough pressure, it could take a minute or two, you're gonna then go to neutral, to drive, and then just twist it to your left, just slightly, not even a quarter of a turn, very slight, and then scoop down. I hope that helps, and I hope that helps you identify different shapes that we all have of our rib cage and our xiphoid process.